597-0100.
In the heart of Smithville, by the tranquil waters of Center Hill Lake, one name stands out in real estate: Lake Homes Realty and the Tony Luna Group. With over 25 years of experience and a track record of over $100 million in local sales, Tony Luna is the expert you can trust. Whether you're selling your cherished home or seeking that perfect lakeside retreat, Tony's commitment ensures you'll get top dollar for your property. Call 615-210-9522 and take the first step towards your real estate success.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
Just like the excitement of the big game, life is filled with unforgettable moments. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that when the final moment comes, you want to honor those moments with dignity and care. Whether you're celebrating a life well lived or finding solace in a time of grief, our compassionate staff is here to provide the support you need. Love Cantrell Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of DeKalb County Athletics through 3 generations. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Just like a winning team, Liberty State Bank is there when you need them most, providing financial solutions that fit your goals. Whether it's building a business, buying a home, or planning for the future, you can count on us to be there every step of the way. Experience the power of partnership with Liberty State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Go Tigers, Saints, and Bulldogs.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville Church of Christ invites you to come worship with us. Smithville Church of Christ believes that God is a relational being who exists as Father, Son, and Spirit. That human beings have a created likeness to God which makes each of us eternally valuable. That salvation is the free gift of God, received through faith and expressed through confession, repentance, and baptism. That personal transformation, a process initiated by God's grace, gathers momentum as our will is increasingly brought into alignment with God's will. Come visit Smithville Church of Christ any Sunday or Wednesday night as we study together and worship our Lord.
Bad Boy Mowers' legendary reputation for strength, performance, and value is now available with Bad Boy tractors. From mid-size to subcompact models powered by 22 to 35 horsepower water-cooled diesel engines, your tractor work just got real easy. On the farm, the ranch, or even around the house, Bad Boy tractors deliver power and durability all day, every day. Bad Boy tractors work with an attitude. Find your big boy tractor at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
We're back on DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance. We're going to try to struggle through one more segment here. I say struggle; it's hot and it's rough on us, but it's even worse on our equipment today. So, pardon us if the stream is a little choppy at times or cutting out, but we are doing the best we can under the circumstances. I've dealt with gear, and I know Daniel has for a long time. This stuff don't like heat, and I didn't really think that through.
Now
and
you know why ESPN pulls a big trailer up and.
Yeah, well, we get us about 500 more sponsors, and we'll get us a truck. How about that? We're actually going to shift gears for just a few moments as our good friend Chloe Boyd has showed up to talk some golf with us. She said she didn't want to talk football. She didn't know much about. How much do you know about football, Chloe? Are you done?
I know a couple phrases, and I can follow along a little bit on the scores. But
Okay. Well,
Like me, everything in 1 minute.
Coach and I were going to bring you up to the booth to help us with Junior Pro, but if you would be uncomfortable talking football, we understand that.
I have all the confidence in the world that Chloe could pull it off.
I do
and
too.
sound very professional
Actually,
about it.
I do too. But we are going to talk golf, and you're coming off a big event earlier this week, the Early Bird Tournament, where not only did you win, but I think you bettered your score by about 10 strokes from last year.
Yeah.
You had a goal to win it again, I know, this year. Just talk about what it was like at the Early Bird.
So I had a lot of pressure and expectations coming into the tournament, but I've dealt with pressure for so long that I feel like I could definitely win the tournament.
Yeah.
Knowing the type of players that are there, I knew it was going to be tough, but just from practicing, I could definitely do it. And the score that I shot, I'm going to be completely honest, I know the score was good, but if you watched my round, there was a few bad shots that could have killed my score, but I got out of it really quickly.
Right.
And so...
Well, hi, Casey.
Sorry, I had to visit the bathroom.
Where is your hall pass note? Where have you been?
It's all those pizza sliders you've been eating. Sorry, Chloe. We did,
Oh, it's okay.
Casey has to make an appearance.
The round, it felt really simple. Because I've been actually shooting really good scores. I go out and practice at Honky Tonk, and I try to play from the shortest tees and then go back if I shoot under par. I've been trying to practice shooting under par, so it felt really easy.
Sure.
Shooting a 66, it looks hard, and it definitely was, but it was just boring golf. I had 6 birdies and 2 bogeys the whole round.
Yeah.
So the 2 bogeys were actually really good saves out of bad places, but the round itself was really good, and I'm glad that I won the tournament.
Absolutely, and I know you've got in talking to your dad, he said you've got a list of goals that for your season, for your year, that and that was one of the main ones. What are some of the other goals, some things that you're looking to accomplish this year? If you want to get into that and share it anyway.
No, I'm completely fine with that. I'm definitely trying to win state. Going to state is definitely a goal. We can definitely beat that. Me and Emily can.
Sure.
And winning state is one of the biggest goals that I've had this year. I had a few other goals that I've already completed this year. I've completed most of my goals for this year, which is actually really cool.
Yeah.
And has helped me along the way. And one of the goals that I wanted to complete was become a scratch golfer, handicap. And I am right now a plus 0.8. And so the early bird definitely helped my handicap a lot.
I want to ask you about that because people that may not know golf terminology a lot, kind of explain that scratch golf and what you're talking about there.
So a scratch golfer means that they can go to a course and shoot whatever the rating of the course is.
I got you.
And I know that plus point handicap sounds worse than just a regular handicap, but whenever you get into plus, it's way better. Mm-hmm. So me being a plus 0.8 handicap means that if the rating was, let's say, 76.8, I could go over there in one of my good rounds and shoot it below par.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the scratch and handicaps gets really tough to try and figure out. It took me a little bit, and I'm still trying to figure it out because before I became a plus point handicap, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So I've had to do a little research and just find out what handicap is actually meaning.
Okay. Coach, I know you've got all the golf questions.
You talked earlier about pressure. Are you putting more pressure on yourself, or are you getting? You're not going to get it from your parents, your coaches, the opponents, your own team. Where's the hardest part of the pressure coming from?
The pressure is my expectations. I feel like the hardest part of golf is keeping your expectations lower and still managing to shoot well. Because if you have too high of expectations, you're going to crumble and end up not wanting to play as much or practice as much because, well, you feel like you're not good enough. So that pressure comes from my expectations because I do have high expectations because I know I can shoot well. And so just trying to calm down my mental and just kind of feel it through and not have too big of expectations when going into a round is kind of trying to get less pressure.
You talked about having a couple of shots go awry at you at the early bird. And how do you recover mentally from that? What is your approach? Okay, yeah, I hit this one, but it's next shot up. And then how do you recover and regroup for that next shot?
I was so excited for this question. So
we talked about it, planned it. Perfect.
So me and my dad have been working on 2 different goals for me to complete during a round is to hype myself up after every single shot, like I'm talking to another person. Because the story behind that is you wouldn't want to say, "Oh, you suck" to another person when they hit a bad shot, would you? So
well, Casey would.
That's part of my game, actually.
But yeah, hyping myself up like I'm talking to an opponent, like, "Oh, it's okay, you got this. You still got to putt for par or birdie," like hyping. And then for the other goal is doing breathing exercise that me and him have been working on after every non-perfect shot. So if I even hit it a little bit slightly right of my target, I'm going to do a couple breaths and just try to help myself calm down before I hit the next shot, and that always helps. If you see me just like standing there staring at the ground or at the sky, I'm not going crazy. I'm doing my breathing. Like, I've got techniques to help me with bad shots, and they've been helping, and that shows at the early bird because one of the reasons why I shot a good score was because I was doing my techniques and trying to help myself calm down despite the bad shots.
There may be one answer for both of these questions.
Okay.
From last year's state tournament, going through your swing coach, everything, the practice, the mental, everything, what's the main thing that you have worked on leading up to this year? And at this point, what is the weakest part of your game?
Okay, so one of the things that I've been working on is definitely my mental. Going into this year, I had a few struggles with equipment problems, and I've had a bunch of struggles with my mental because when you're going through winter, you kind of lose that power to be able to keep yourself calm during the round. And so going into this year, I had a big problem with like anger issues on the course and getting frustrated. And so that's one of the main things that I've been trying to work on. Plus strategy. I kind of lost that bit of strategy, and I'm trying to do bogey avoidance more. So strategy and mental have been my 2 biggest things so far. And then the
weakest part of your game.
My weakest part of my game. Okay. I'd probably have to say it'd be the strategy, because again, I'm one of the type of people to just be like range the pin, and then if it's 130, like, oh, hit a 9-iron, that's the club. But I've been working more often on trying to look at the wind and see where's the worst spot that this can end up. And so me and my dad have been working on that, and I've been going, I want to go to a playing lesson with my coach. And so, yeah, the weakest part is definitely the strategy, I'd say.
See, Chloe, stratosphere is way up here.
Yeah.
Because you ask most players, golfers, I don't care what sport it is, it's going to be, well, free throw shooting or putting or getting off the tee box
and that's what
or bunker shots or whatever.
Yeah.
It's none of that. It's the mentality. It's overcoming a bad shot. It's regrouping, refocusing, honing in. And that's just so impressive to me. Thank you for that answer.
Yeah, no problem, because golf is definitely a mental game, and you have to keep that mental. Like, I can hit the ball. I'm going to try and be humble for this, but I can hit the ball, and I know that I can have the good swing during a round, and just I need the mental part, which is what most golfers need. Like, if you see a kid throwing a club, you know he's not having a good day.
Right.
And so I had a big problem with like slamming my club. And so I've tried to get myself to stop doing that. And since I've been working on my mental, I've been shooting way better. So
Okay, I want to switch gears just a little bit.
And talk football.
Oh no!
Trust me, I'm
She's
not
been
gonna talk.
dying to get on a football segment.
No.
I'm not talking about the football. Okay, so I want you to take us back a little bit because I kept going. Okay, I know this kid from somewhere, and I couldn't put it together.
She's been on the show before.
And then we had the golf-a-thon, and she and I got to talking, and I had her in class at the West School. She went to the West School for 2 or 3 years, and I was like, that's where I know her. But sometimes, when you have 400 students, and she left like.
Translation: you did not make an impression on Kim.
I just went to PE, and then she was there. She was like there for 2 years, but then she left, and it's been a few years. And I can't remember that half the 8th graders that left last year. So, but this is where I wanted to go with it. You did not play golf in 4th and 5th grade.
No.
We have Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods started, his dad had him out there as a young child. And am I correct on this one? Tried out maybe for cheerleading? Didn't?
I tried out for a bunch of sports, and that's kind of where golf came from. Is I tried out for basketball, wasn't really my thing. Cheerleading, gymnastics. I tried out for softball.
Football wasn't her thing.
Yeah, no, not really. But I tried out for all these sports, and none of them really felt like mine. I did tennis actually for a year and played on the on the middle school team, and I was doing okay, but it wasn't my passion.
Mm-hmm.
And so when my dad introduced me to golf on my birthday, I joined the middle school team, and it felt like home to me. Since I picked up a golf club, I've definitely felt a passion that was there. And so golf is my thing. I feel like it's my soulmate. I'm going to be completely honest. I love golf with all my heart, and finding it has been the best thing for me.
Well, that's what I wanted to get to is, kids out there watching. Chloe has made herself this good golf player. Now, she had a lot of the attributes because most people are not as mature as you are and can't get to the mental part. And that's what, like you said, has made your game even better. But you kept trying things to find what your niche was, and your niche is golf. And I think you're going to set the golf world on fire. And I say this because, you should go into public relations if you haven't thought about doing that in school. But, you do such a good job of presenting yourself and speaking.
Absolutely.
And you are a great ambassador for the sport. So I commend you on that. I commend you on being not settling and to finding what is yours. And look at you now. You're going to go out there and win a state title, and they're going to be going. Well, they won't be going who's Payne, but they'll still know who Payne is. But you'll be the girl version of Payne.
Payne.
Paynette.
Oh yeah. But yeah.
But I'm super excited. I'm so happy you have found your niche, and I'm so happy that that everything is going so well for you.
Chloe, just reach over and elbow him because I think Casey's gone into a food coma down there.
That third chicken sandwich got me.
Chloe, we just enjoyed talking to you. Anytime you want to come on the show, you're welcome. And following your career has been a lot of fun. And I'm thankful we got one more year after this year to follow you locally.
Wait.
Yeah, and but looking ahead, college is starting to get in touch with you.
Yes, I've had a few emails. I've had a couple contact me. I've had a couple watch me. It's been really cool because it's a whole different experience. I hear other girls that have been to college or are in college saying how weird the recruitment process feels because you'll have a random college coach that you don't even know come and watch you. And what's funny is I'm starting to be able to pick them out to see if they're college coach because usually they're not holding much in their hands.
Right.
Or they have a chair on their back and then their phone and an umbrella. That's it. And so I'm like, oh, that's a college coach. And I try not to think about it too much in the round because that's another element of pressure coming into my round. And so I love the pressure. I've said that before. I've said it multiple times. I love the pressure. So when a college coach comes, I've heard many girls say that, oh, I've crumbled before. But one of my best rounds where I almost made it into a USGA event was with a couple college coaches following me, and when they left, I played like crap. I could not hit anything. Come back here. Yeah, I wanted to call them back, but yeah. The recruitment process is definitely starting out really nice.
Well,
I cannot wait.
Not trying to inflate your ego, and I don't think you have that much of one because you've always come off as being humble. But the great ones say that under pressure is when they really step up. When the moments are tense and you've got the eyes watching you, and I think that says a lot about you and the competitive side of you, that you embrace that so much.
She's very comfortable with it. I went to pick up. They played her. Did y'all play a tournament at Hockey Talk? Like not the early bird, but
it was we played a match there earlier this season.
Yeah, and so the boys didn't have a match, and they just got to practice.
Yeah.
And so I had to go pick up Maddox, and I go, and Chloe's out there putting, and there's 8 people in lawn chairs, and they're just on the practice. They're just on the practice screen, and I was like, well, she's getting used to her pressure of people watching her because they were all just sitting in lawn chairs watching her, and she made one, and I really wanted to roll the window down and be like, good job, but I was like, that's not golf etiquette. I'll get in trouble for that.
Oh, I don't care. I'd rather
get a little Happy
more
Gilmore
pressure
going, you know.
Happy Gilmore has regenerated interest in golf at my house, by the way. I was just sitting here thinking about all the things I'd say to you. Like, I played golf the other day. It was the first time in 10 years.
How'd you do?
And, well, I don't have the problem that you have. Like, you worry about playing boring golf. My golf is not boring. I shot 30 over.
It's not bad.
Yeah. It was not boring, though.
That was through 3 holes, by the way.
Is it an egg hunt?
I had somebody ask me from school, one of my friends, because I've tried to teach them a little bit of golf, like knowledge, trying to teach them the score so they actually know what the heck is going on when I tell them that I shot a 66. They asked me if I had shot that on 9 holes. No.
I've seen it.
Oh, wait.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it too.
Oh, me.
Did you?
No.
Hey, I got to say, I actually got a chance to hit some balls out of Caddyshack a couple of weeks ago. I was pretty excited about that because I've never played golf, and I was even more excited to find out that they've got a putt-putt simulator, so I don't have to sit out in the heat and play putt-putt anymore.
Nice. Oh, that's really cool. I haven't been back to Caddyshack since they had since they had first changed owners.
Yeah.
I went to the old one, and that was really cool. I loved the simulator room. I live like right down the road from it, so it's perfect. So I cannot wait for wintertime to go down there and practice.
I'm giving them a free plug because it did get a chance to go out there and met the new owners, and they're great folks, and they're doing a lot of improvements. And not that Lucas needed improvements. He did a great job, but they're just going to another level with it. Lucas just got so busy. I know that he was getting pulled in 15 different directions, but They've redone the turf in there, and it looks great. And I think they've added a pool table and some dart boards.
Yeah, I heard about the pool table
and all kinds of stuff.
Some of the Lady Rangers locked them in because we use the same facility, but you lock the door when you leave, and we either locked people in or locked them out.
Oh no!
Because we got a mass message on our group message. It was like, please do not lock the door because Caddyshack is now open, and we locked people in and out because you have to have a key to get in and out that main door.
Yeah.
And
I would not mind being locked in a golf simulator. I am going to be completely honest. If there is one place that I'd be locked into at anything golf, I would want to be locked in a golf simulator.
Well, Chloe, we're just, like I said, very excited about the rest of the season. I don't know, and we haven't talked about Emily, your teammate, but she's having a good senior year. I know that the two of you together as a team work well together and have high expectations and goals for this year as well. And we're just looking forward to, and the thing is, the season is so darn short. It seems like it just comes and goes so quick.
It's already halfway through.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that.
Yeah, but we're going to be watching, and we'll have you and we'll have Emily on. Of course, Coach Pryor will join us as well throughout the season. And thank you so much for stopping by today.
Thank you.
We didn't anticipate it, but we're really glad to see you today.
Good to see y'all, too.
All
Love
right.
being on the show.
Chloe Boyd, DeKalb County High School Golf, joining us. Chloe, if you want to step out, you can. We're going to just do a little wrap-up amongst ourselves here, and we're going to get out of here because it's hot and our equipment's about to melt. And we're going to get ready for Junior Pro Football. Homecoming festivities at the Van Hoosier Stadium get underway at 2 o'clock. The games get underway at 4 o'clock. Pee-wee Tigers against Fentress County. At 5:30, it's the Junior Tigers against Fentress County. 7 o'clock, it'll be the Senior Tigers against Fentress County. Coach Vance and I will have the call on DC Blitz on a Facebook Live and a YouTube channel, but please do not sit at home and watch us on Facebook. I know We enjoy people watching us. It's for the people that can't be here is why we do the games live stream. We want you to come out and support these players. Then if you want to come out and support the players and go home and watch our broadcast later, do that. But we definitely want you to come out and be part of the show. Gang, we really hadn't had a chance other than just a brief hello to start things out to just kind of regroup and talk about our second season. You know, I got to admit, we got underway a year ago, and I gave it 13 weeks. I said if the first 13 weeks, you know, does all right, we'll look at it. And if it don't, then it was a nice try, and we had a heck of a first year. And I think I know we've got to thank the DeKalb County community, coaches, players, parents, sponsors especially. Everybody's gotten behind us, and I'm really thankful we're back for a second year because I hate to be a pessimist in saying it. I didn't think we'd make it past the 13 weeks last year. I thought my Charlie Brown touch would ruin it for sure.
He
but
had
here we
a lot
are.
of faith in us.
I actually thought one of us would get arrested.
Well, that would have been you.
I never said who.
But back for a second year, and you know it's going to be a lot of the same stuff. We're going to put focus on all DeKalb County sports. We're going to interview players. We're going to interview coaches. We're going to live stream games here and there. Just you know, like Junior Pro today, we'll probably do a Tiger game somewhere along the way. Saints, we're going to target their homecoming game on August 28th to do that one against I believe it's Prescott. They're playing that night, so. We're not going to bombard you with games. You know, we're going to try to pick one-offs and hit everybody at least once throughout the course of the year as much as we can. But, again, this being kind of our hobby, you know, we don't have a whole lot of time to dedicate to doing every game, obviously, but we're going to do as much as we can. But, as always, you know, thank you all for all you do. And Daniel, of course, bless his heart, he's just
he's had a tough day.
I think his sweat is sweating at this point. He's just running. But, again, we want to try to solicit a breakfast sponsor out there. We're looking for that one maybe business out there that would want to host us on Saturday mornings. Typically, it's Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. And again, all we would ask of you is just take care of our players, you know, to provide a little breakfast for them.
Encourage a brunch, lunch kind of business.
Yeah.
To think about a breakfast line.
Yeah.
Just to bring us in there.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, just
try it for 13 weeks.
Something to think of. Yeah, try it for 13 weeks. If you don't like it, then you know, too bad. We're going to be there anyway. But all joking aside, we would love to jump on board with somebody and help us out in that aspect. And then we've got our location each week. We're not worried about rain and snow and cold and hot and all that good stuff as well. But we do have a few openings for sponsors left. In fact, we've got I think 8 or 9 sponsors that are with us throughout the whole year already, and we want to thank them. DeKalb County Insurance is back. Grant James jumped right on the title sponsorship again. We can't thank. He's been a great friend to our show as far as his sponsorship and support of what we do, and we thank him so much. So, as far as looking at fall sports, Casey, I'm gonna come down to you first. We've got so much going on. DeKalb County High School football, DeKalb Middle Junior Pros. We've talked about today. We got DeKalb County High School girls soccer, girls volleyball. We got golf. I'm gonna leave something out. Fishing. The fishing team gets fired up again here in a couple of weeks. New coach Dan De La Cruz is taking over that program. Middle school, we mentioned football. There's tennis going on there. There's soccer going on there. What are you looking forward to most locally this fall sports season?
Oh, you know, there's a lot to look forward to. It's I have questions about. We'll start today. Really, what we got 3 junior pro teams that one of them won a Super Bowl last year. I am interested to see how they adjust this year because they are right about what they're saying about the middle school program. We are the only one that takes 6th graders in, and so that really hurts that senior program. So if we get a team that's the senior Tigers that go on a roll, that is like, it's special for any team. But if you get our senior Tigers, if they go on a roll, that's super special because they're doing it with 5th graders essentially. So, which is a big disadvantage. I mean, y'all seen all these teams that they play. Every level, it seems like we're the smallest of the bunch in every level. So, I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing how the middle school rebounds after 2 tough losses. That first loss was heartbreaking. and it's just hard, to lose the way they did then. The second game, I think, was an eye opener for them because they really kind of got it took to them that second game. They were out muscled, and it just showed that game. I don't think anybody hides that fact. But they didn't quit, and that's what I really like about that team is that they kept fighting until the very end. That schedule is going to ease it up just a little bit starting this week. I am interested to see what they do against Crossville this week. That will tell us a lot about how far they can go because really those first two games don't mean a whole lot. They were out of conference or out of our district of the conference games. Mm-hmm. And so, if you're going to lose a couple, let's pick those. Let's lose that. And then the high school, obviously. You've got how many seniors did he say this is? 8, 9?
They had 5. They lost 5 from last year.
Yeah. I think he said he had 12.
Okay, so you've got a pretty big class of seniors this year. But the team itself is bigger numerically this year. I think we're feeding 80 on game days. Now, that includes cheerleaders, obviously, and managers. But I think dressed out, it's somewhere around 60. And, Coach, you remember the years when we'd be in the 20s, out there. So
quit picking on me, Casey.
Well, it ain't.
Hey,
I'm not using
it's never,
you.
it's never as bad as Red Bull, and they only had 12 one year.
Yeah.
Clay County, pick again.
Yeah.
So, anytime you've got big numbers like that, that's always an advantage because you've got people that can sub, you can practice better. That's the key.
Yeah.
Practicing. When you don't have enough to field an offense and a defense comfortably without having to worry about being able to play on Friday night too, that hurts you. And so if you got all these people to be able to practice hard on throughout the week before the game, I can't help but think that that's going to show up and very helpful, in during the game day. And so you think about the high school football team. You're replacing the best leader that's come through here in a long time in Jordan Parker. How good's Jesse Fouts going to fill that role? We saw him in middle school. He was an excellent quarterback in middle school. What I've seen of him play so far this fall, he looks like he's got all of the attributes to go in and play and take command of the ball like Jordan did. Hey, I'm going to tell you something. All things held equal, Jordan Parker last year could have easily have won the MVP of the district. If you truly voted about who was most critical to their team success, I don't know who you could put much above him as far as team goes. So that's big shoes to have to fill. Jesse, it looks like he's the real deal to me. It looks like he's going to be able to fill that role. And then you've got Ryan Lyons, who, if you've been around any type of football all in DeKalb County for 10 years, you have heard the name Ryan Lyons. That kid is, when he steps on the field, he is the best athlete on the field, period. I don't care where he's at. He is the best athlete on that field. The challenge is, how do we get him involved as much as possible on offense to drive that ball down the field? When he touches the ball, he makes things happen. He is a super exciting player to watch. Got the chance to talk with him some this afternoon or this morning. And, he is a good kid. He is very respectful, very humble, and is very appreciative of you talking to him. You know how some kids can and he knows he's good, okay? He's not stupid. But you know how some kids are kind of cocky or whatever. He is not that way. He is very he's done a really good job with those freshmen that's come in. He's took them under their wings. Not just him. Jarrett Hamilton, and all of them. They've all kind of John Travis. All of them have took those kids under their wing and have really tried to mentor those kids. And that's really special. So wins or losses, I don't know about this year. What I am interested in that high school is, what have we got this year and next year, and what do we have going forward after that? I think it'll be very interesting to see.
All right. Chris?
Hearts in football. Always has been, always will be. And, we could talk about the middle school teams, the high school football team. I'm doing a lot with DTC, all that good stuff. My heart's also with soccer. But I'm really curious this season, Tom, is with this volleyball program. Second year in the program. And after 1 year, your coach takes a job somewhere else. And so there's a little bit of turmoil and all that. Look at the experience these girls got last year with a new coach to get that at least first win under their belt if they don't do more than that. But, this is a program that's now going to take off. And I cannot wait. I'm going to come and watch them when they play against Cannon County in a week or so, and can't wait to see the improvement they've made from last year to this year.
It's Monday. Matter of fact, 5 o'clock, they'll be hosting Cannon County here at the high school. And you stole my thunder on the volleyball. I'm very excited to see what they do as well. But come out, watch these girls. Kayla Johnson steps up from assistant to head coach, and they'll be home against Cannon on Monday. Kelly, what are you looking forward to?
Softball.
Basketball.
I was just waiting for it.
Baseball season.
She won't mind basketball season this year. She's not coaching.
I don't know.
But she's looking forward to it. I mean, she plays. She's got to be looking forward to the hoop.
You know what I'm going to miss is watching Kelly walk around the middle school, West School field continually.
He said something about 40,000 steps. I was like, dude, I did that in a baseball game. What are you talking about?
I was thinking that very same thing. So I've watched Kelly do that every game I've seen her at. So.
No, see, you missed the game when Maddox had pitched. No, Reed pitched the first one. And I think Maddox pitched the second one, and Reed hits a home run the first thing. Of course, Maddox is pitching at this point. So, and I think we were. Were we visitors that game or were we home? I can't remember. But I'm back there and I'm pacing around. Of course, my chair is sitting over there that never gets sit in. It's that one right there. And next thing I know, Jake goes, well, I was looking for you. And next thing I know, I saw you out in center field looking for Reed's home run ball. I was like, yep. I was like, I had to have something to do for a little bit.
Kelly beat the outfielder to Reed's ball out there.
I beat all the kids trying to run and climb the fence.
Yeah.
She was hoping for a free hot dog.
No, I knew better than that.
Snow cone.
Snow cone. Well, it's going to be a fun season as it always is. And,
I will give a shout out to the Lady Rangers, the 10U. They have won 3 games so far, and I don't think they've given up but 1 run. So they're rocking and rolling. They're just getting started. They got 5 new players. 5 of us had to bump to 12, and 5 of the 12s had to bump to 14. So they've created a 14. So travel balls for softball is getting going. Right in this lovely weather.
Mm-hmm. Yep, fall is here. It's 98 degrees and 95% humidity today. But well, we're going to wrap it up because I know our gear is about to melt, and Daniel's already melted. He's just a puddle over there now. But we'll be back next Saturday morning, and we'll have details on next week's show coming up on Facebook here in a day or two as we kind of move forward to get things resettled, restarted. We'll be having the Good Health Family Clinic Student Athlete of the Week each week again, and we got a new element coming to our game coverage this year. Mallory Finksler, State Farm Insurance, will be sponsoring a player of the game for each of our live streams. So I want to thank Mallory for stepping up, and she was very excited when I presented that to her, and we love having her on board, a big sports fan and former great student athlete here in DeKalb County as well. All right, that's going to do it for our coverage today. A huge shout-out to all the junior pro programs. They have been out here in full force today. Being part of our show, playing cornhole, having a great time, and they've made this day a whole lot of fun for us. For all the middle school and high school folks that came out today, we appreciate them as well. And for the ones just being here to battle the heat and the sweat bees, we thank them as well. We've had a fun time today. For our producer, Daniel Leslie, for Casey Midget, for the coach, Chris Vance, and Kelly Pybert, I'm Tom Duggan saying so long to next week for DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.